Welcome back, everybody. Courtside in the field house. Charlie Chitwood joined in between games, now by Lion women's skipper Jason Burton. Well, Coach, Jared Von Rosenberg's looking to get his 50th all-time win as skipper here. So benchmark milestone victories are all over. You knew how to coach him into that one, right?
We need to get that one. We got to get 50. So we can go celebrate together.
All right, there you go. You have a little bit more, twice that, but you coached a little bit longer here in the time. But how about picking up another one? You're 21-2 after the win over St. Ed, 76-53. What happened in the locker room at halftime? We had a tight ball game, and then your Lion women ran away.
I didn't think we came out the game with the right mindset, right mentality. We talked about being playoff ready, and I didn't think we came out playoff ready. And all these games mean something. They're important, and just how we talked on defense, you could tell like we were kind of going through the motions. We weren't really us. We were giving up offensive rebounds. Majority of their points in the first quarter were second chance points. We just shoot. Ball was going up. We weren't finding bodies. We were letting them get easy buckets around, and then we weren't containing either. And so it got a little bit better in the second quarter, but at halftime we talked about who we got to be, and they decided to be that team in the second half, and that's how we're capable of playing. It's how we played in the second half.
55 rebounds. St. Ed's only 33. You had 5 fewer turnovers. What wasn't to like about the second half, especially the third quarter when you outscore them 27-14?
Well, you look at those two stats, the turnovers and the rebounds. We were plus 5 at halftime in the rebound department. In the second half, we took off. I mean, we entered the game out-rebounding by 20 plus, only up 5 at halftime, and then, turnovers, we only forced 7 in the first half, forced 10 in the second, and that was where we started getting easier buckets. And even when they made shots, our bigs did a great job. I mean, Simone James got 2 layups just off of running off of a make, and our guards did a good job of finding them. Layla had one as well. That was different, was playing at our tempo, playing at the pace that we wanted to play. I thought in the first half, too, we missed some easy bunnies around the basket. We missed post. Like, our post did a really good job of posting up, and I thought on some of our high-low stuff, some of our early entries, we missed the post and didn't get the absolute best shot that we could get in the first half. In the second half, we started getting those shots.
Boy, Desiree Colonel took a bunch of those shots down low, and, Coach, she was sent to the free throw line aplenty, tied her career mark in scoring. I missed one. She had 26 points in 25 minutes and 53 seconds. Is that about as efficient as you can ask for?
We saw that a lot last year. And this is we did a better job today of finding her and feeding her, and she did a better job of going where she can make her money. I really feel like early in this season, she hasn't consistently gone down there. Whenever she gets down there, she either finishes or gets to the free throw line. She's been taking more jump shots than going to the paint, and today she decided to be that beast that she's capable of being, and it worked today. And she did it, and Simone James did it, and really proud of just how well they dominated the paint today.
Was it a point of plan for her to attack more like she did today, or did she just find her groove and run with it?
I don't know what made her post up the way she did today, because it's always been a point of emphasis for us, is just going to the paint, posting up. But some of the things we wanted to look at was the high-low today, and I thought we did a lot better job in the second half of really feeding our bigs. But she posted up with a purpose today, and when she does it, hopefully this is the tape, this is the blueprint for her, for how she gets her success, and then get your step out and get your threes, because she's a very capable shooter as well. But she is so good around the basket. Same with Simone James. I thought she did a good job of keeping the ball high, and credit our guards for feeding them. I thought that Deani, Asia, Shania, all of them did a really good job of looking inside mid-deck too. And even our bigs just looking at each other for the high-low. More intentional in the second half, we're trying to find them. And that's how we got to be. And then also I thought our attacks just got a little bit better in the second half. And so we've got to bottle up that second half energy and bring that into Saturday.
Morgan Gary, who was the star attraction for St. Ed's, you can see why, because she is all over the floor for them. And she makes for some challenges in the middle. Do you think that your bigs had to kind of ramp up in the first half to be as effective as they were against their bigs?
Where she's so effective is she's really a guard. She's playing the 3 for them. And so, just that physical body, they run her off some flex action, some different cuts. and try to post her up and try to post up our smaller guards. And then on top of that, they're sending their 4-offer zipper cut to the top of the key for open threes. And so they really ran some good action in the second half. But I thought we did a good job of battling more in the second half. But she did such a good job early on in the first half of going to get offensive rebounds. And that's where she got a lot of her easy makes, was just getting offensive rebounds. And I thought we did a little bit better job in the second half of being more physical with her.
JJ Reel, her club this year probably not going to be one of her most fondly remembered for production, but you know they're always going to give you fits. What did they draw up? Was there anything that they caught you surprised with early on?
No, I just don't know that our team realized how good of an execution team that they are. That's one thing about JJ and how she coaches. Her teams execute, and so they're always going to run good action. And the personnel is going to change from year to year. But I just thought that we kind of took for granted. Sometimes it's hard to look at a record and really see how good a team is, and realizing that, man, this conference is a beast. And just because a team may not have the record that they normally have, because she had 19 wins 2 years ago, this is a team that is well coached. They run their stuff, and when they run their stuff, they're capable of scoring the ball. And so I just thought we did a bad job in the first half, and they really executed. They came out and executed their game plan and got good looks, and they hit them.
Well, your club ended up coming out on top when you shoot, let's see, 20. You make 22 out of 30. The other team takes 5.
Yeah.
You kind of got the numbers rolling the way you want them, right?
It's an identity, and we've got to continue to be that.
The team that leads the country in free throw attempts.
Identity. And so when you go away from that, when you shy away from doing what works from us, then that's not playing championship basketball. We have something that works. We have a formula that works. We just got to make sure that we continue to do that. And teams are going to try to take things away, make it harder for early on for us to get to the paint. And we got to be patient in those times. And playoff basketball, it's going to be hard to score in the 80s and the high 80s like we've done it in the field house. But that's when our defense has got to tighten up. And one of the things we said today was, we want to hold them under 60. We talked about defense last game and not playing as good a defense in the field house because we've been relying on our scoring. We want to come out today and play defense and hold them under 60, and they scored 53 today. So I'm proud of our defensive effort, or how we came out and kind of had attention to detail, especially in the second half, to really get out and guard.
Yeah, you ended up with a dozen steals this evening. That's not an average day.
No. Did a good job. And that's when we get up in pressure, that can be the difference, because, a lot of teams, we've talked about it all year, they don't rotate as much. There a lot of point guards are playing 30-plus minutes, and we trust our bench and our depth, and we trust that they're going to be able to guard people in the full court and kind of wear people down. And I thought that's where some of the turnovers came, is that second half, they're just tired, man. It's tough to have to go up against a team that's going to pressure you for 40 minutes, and we did a better job of putting a little bit more pressure in the second half on that team.
All right, you got it's a quick turnaround Saturday afternoon, and the rest of the Saints come marching in. You'll hear them by the rattles.
We're going to be saying that the rest of the year. It's a quick turnaround.
Yes,
That's the thing. This little stretch right here is going to get us prepared for the conference tournament. This is the year that we play Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We don't get that Thursday game, and then Saturday semifinal. It's 3 days in a row. And so we got to get used to quick preps, recovering, and being able to turn around and play the next day. And so this is good prep for that, and good prep for the regional tournament.
All right. Well, Coach, we'll see you again on Saturday. It'll be here before we know it.
Senior day.
Folks, the men's game coming up. Hey, you heard it. Senior day, Saturday. Come by and see. These are two great ball clubs, and they're both playing at a high level. They're last in NCAA Division II. You're going to take us out, aren't you? It's good stuff. Coach, congratulations on the win. We'll do it again in a couple of days, folks. We'll be back with the start of the men's game after this on the Lion Sports Network. Go get them, Cats.